Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Corcoran Entertainment Show. I'm your host, Frankie Corcoran. Three podcasts in a row this week. You guys are like, what is going on here? Well, I missed you guys. That's what it is. Yeah, we got a lot of great opportunities here this week, and we're also coming up on 300 episodes. This will be episode 299. So next week we got a good one coming to you for episode 300. Crazy. It's crazy that we've gotten to that point. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great week. We are officially 1 week away from our latest Corcoran Entertainment production, which is, of course, Norm Foster's The Ladies Foursome. Super thrilled to be putting that on next week. This time next week, we'll be prepping. We'll be getting ready. So it's going to be a lot of fun, written by, of course, the spectacular Norm Foster, one of the greatest for sure. The Ladies Foursome follows. It's the day after their friend's funeral. Three girls have gathered onto a golf course to honor their late friend. They're joined by a fourth player, a friend of their recently deceased friend that they knew nothing about. As the game of golf ensues, they talk about all things life, death, relationships, careers, and kids and more, all while revealing secrets they never knew about. So the Ladies Foursome stars Patty O'Shea, Heather Cox, Kim Volpe, and Ashley Barrio. Runs June 12th and 13th at the St. James and St. John United Church Center. Tickets are $20 and can be purchased online on Eventbrite, at the door, the Miramichi Golf and Country Club, or by texting or calling 1-506-624-3315. So be sure to come on out, guys. We're very, very excited to be putting this on, and it's going to be a great show. I'm super, super stoked for it. And also just want to quickly plug Rock and River Fest, which is also coming up very, very fast. Rock and River Fest, Brett Kissel and Signal Hill live, featuring Amelia Underhill and Amber Walls. Rock and River Fest returns in 2026 with a brand new sound as the festival makes its official shift into country music. This year's July 25th Riverfront concert promises to be one of the biggest nights Miramichi has ever seen, set against the backdrop of the downtown Newcastle riverfront. Show opens at 7 p.m. with local rising stars Amelia Underhill and Amber Walls, followed by a major headline performance from Brett Kissel at 9 p.m. And the night doesn't end there. Festival favorite Signal Hill hits the stage at 11 p.m. for a high-energy after-party under the summer sky. So be sure, guys, to it's going to be a great evening. Be sure to get your tickets. The link is in our show notes. And lots of great stuff going on this river. It's so freaking good, and I'm very, very stoked. Speaking of music and arts and all that stuff like that, my guest today is promoting her latest song, Happy Hour After You, which is available now. Kryski, she's based in Vancouver. Some of her songs include Rolling Dice, and it's also one that's probably like my favorite one that's on the album, or her my favorite song that she has there. She has a lot. Rolling Dice, Stampede Heart, Burns Like You, among many others. So be sure to go download some of her songs. We were planning to release this yesterday, and we ended up releasing it today. So we are talking in the episode as if we're saying, listen to it tomorrow, listen to the song tomorrow, but it is actually out now. So in case you guys are confused why we keep saying tomorrow. So great conversation. Thank you so much to Carly for coming on. Be sure, guys, to go support her and, the amazing talent that she has. Thank you guys for listening as always. If you liked the episode, be sure to give us a nice review rating for this little bonus episode of the show. And thank you guys for watching us for the last 299 episodes. And here's to many more. So without further ado, guys, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast today. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Corcoran Entertainment Show. I'm your host, Frankie Corcoran, and today I'm joined by a rising force in the country music scene, coming to us from Vancouver. She has a new single coming out called Happy Hour After You, which releases tomorrow across all music platforms. Be sure to go check that out. Very excited to have her on here today, Carly Kryski. Carly, how are you?
I'm doing really good. Thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming on. And so you're from Vancouver. Are you still living in Vancouver now, or?
Yep, I'm still in Vancouver now, right in an area called Kitsilano.
Oh, okay, right on. Have you ever, because this industry, it's kind of it's one of those ones that it kind of has you going all over the place. Was there ever a point whenever you started your career or started songwriting stuff that you thought, okay, at some point I might have to go here, I might have to go there, or I'm just going to make it work where I live right now? How have you kind of gone about that?
Totally. Yeah, I think now in the modern era, we have lots of like online, kind of like Zoom and networking, other social media outlets. So you don't have to travel as much all the time. But like definitely, yeah, obviously hitting Toronto is another major Canadian market and for country music too. Throughout Alberta. And then yeah, obviously down in Nashville too and other places across the state. So definitely looking forward to doing more travel.
Yeah, and that's great. Have you always been into traveling? Like that has that always been? Because there's some people that they're like, I want to do this, I want to pursue this, but I don't like traveling. But was that something that always interested or caught your interest or?
Oh, I see. Yeah, totally. No, no, no. I love travel and the aspect of that and like being able to, share my music in different cities and towns is definitely like a treat to be able to do that. So yeah, I definitely want to continue traveling around.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because
Mhm.
it's one. Well, especially as a musician, you want to go on tour. Have you ever gone on tour yet before? Or?
No, no, I haven't actually been out on the road on like a proper tour like that. So that's definitely a goal that I have. So yeah.
Well, who knows? Once, because of course you have the new single "Happy Hour After You," which releases tomorrow. So be sure to go check out all of her other songs there. First, of course, "Rolling Dice," which is one too that I was actually listening to. On the way to Tim Hortons this morning. Be sure to go check that out, guys. And do you kind of have like it's always interesting to hear different perspectives from different artists of different genres and stuff. Was there ever a time where you were trying to decide like what kind of music do I want to do? Do I want to do country? Do I want to do like a pop or rock? Like there's kind of people that they're influenced by one genre, but then they go out and they make music in a completely different genre from that. Was that something that you kind of did, or was it just always country for you?
Totally. No, for me, it has always been country. Interesting enough, here, like growing up in the city, I just did fall in love with country at a decently young age. So it's always been country for me, but like I'm definitely influenced by classic rock and pop and lots of other genres as well. And also country, I guess, as a genre has evolved so much as well too. But yeah, definitely always been country.
Well, that's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's always interesting. Like someone I don't know. I won't say names or anything like that. But like they'll say like they're a rock singer, but they're like, oh, my biggest influence was Johnny Cash. You know what I mean? It's like,
Hmm.
oh,
Hmm.
okay, but like everybody's inspired in different ways. An actor could be inspired by sitcoms and love sitcoms, but then they might end up doing like procedural dramas, those types of shows. So it's always interesting to hear different perspectives on that. But take me back a little bit. So how long have you been doing the music now? Because I mean, you're kind of really getting some traction now. Which I mean, first off, congratulations on all of that success. When did when did the gas pedal? When did that get hit and your
Yeah.
career started to start?
Yeah. So I came out with my first song in I think it was September of 2024. So I guess that's about 2.5 years now. I kind of got started actually, publicly releasing music out to the world. So yeah, that's been exciting. And then just ever since then, been continuously trying to write and continuously trying to release new stuff and play as many shows as I can and all that kind of stuff.
That's good. And so, as are you independent or are you signed with a label or?
Yeah, I'm independent right now.
Oh, that's good. But like
Hmm.
it's like I love both perspectives because some say, oh, like independent all the way because there's so much more freedom, and then there's some that'll say, no, go with the label. It gives you more opportunities and things like that. Uh, is that something that you kind of work towards, or is it just one of those things of like I'm happy with what I'm doing right now? I don't necessarily need that to make me any happier than I already am.
Yeah, I think like right now where I'm at, obviously writing lots of my own stuff. It's nice, like, yeah, to have that creative freedom and to have like that ownership of your own song. So I feel like I'm with the stage that I'm at, I feel like I'm happy with being an independent artist, but obviously, hopefully, eventually growing into a bigger stages and bigger listening, wider audiences there. Like, definitely need to have a label behind you to back you and get your reach out there further.
And you got a great support system too. I mean, of course, you got
Hmm.
not just your awesome PR agents and things like that, but it's always great having great support systems too, like family and things like that, to always back you up in all of these endeavors. What was it like for them? Did you ever kind of go? Because it's always something that if people say I want to be a singer, I want to be a country singer, I want to be a singer songwriter, and it's a difficult path to pursue because it's not like I want to be a lawyer where there'll be no shortage of opportunities for me. But when you go to your family and you say like this is what I want to do, I want to be a country artist, what's kind of like the first reactions that you had gotten from them?
Yeah, I think, I mean, they're always pretty supportive. I think, and we all kind of figure it out together as we go, like we're all a team together. And yeah, there was just kind of as I grow too and get more into it, I feel like they're kind of becoming more supportive than jumping on more. Because yeah, at the start, I guess you don't know any people in the industry and you don't really know um yeah, kind of the ins and outs and what's to do. And like even before I had written my first song, I didn't even know like that was even possible for me to do that and get that out on streaming services. So that's like super cool. So yeah, as I go along, I have tons of support from family and friends, so that's really nice.
And that's great. It's because there's nothing worse than having to go about your own journey and you're like, I feel, it's because it's one of those things of like people think just because you're famous and everything that or like that you have in everyone else's eyes, you have everything that a person ever wants. But sometimes all a person just wants is just a genuine connection. They want people in their corner. They want it's not necessarily just about the money, which is that's always something that people always seem to forget. Um, if you were to kind of choose, being rich or being famous, which of the two would you jump with?
Oh, oh, what an interesting question. Um, yeah, I'd probably have to go with being rich.
Oh, there. And why is
Yeah.
that?
Because I would just love to share that wealth with like family and friends and go on vacations and just enjoy it, live a lavish life all together.
That's good. Yeah, like that's I always say I'm like I don't care who knows me. I don't care who listens to
Hmm.
this. You're like if I had all the money in the world, being rich or being famous isn't going to solve that. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
and there's we see lots of great examples of that in the industry of people who as I said, they seem to have it all and in our eyes they have everything that a person ever wants, but in reality no, unfortunately, that's not quite how it works. It's there's people that they're fighting a lot of demons in them and things like that, and anxiety is a big thing. Do you ever go through like anxiety or things like that, like with regards to maybe not just the career, but just life in general and how competitive things can get?
Yeah, totally. Definitely go through like waves of that for sure. I guess as we all do. But yeah, definitely it's competitive and it's sometimes you feel like you're kind of like at a block or whatever and you can't get past that. But um yeah, I mean, I get like a bit anxious before live shows sometimes, but as soon as I'm up on the stage, then, the nerves kind of go away.
How do you kind of deal? Do you have any like pre-show rituals, like to kind of like if you know that you're gonna get an anxiety attack or something on stage, like how do you kind of ground yourself, so to speak?
Yeah, I don't actually have any rituals yet. I was like thinking about making some, but then I feel like it would be kind of hard to shake out of the ritual. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to start that business. But I think luckily for me too, like all my shows that I've done, I've been able to have like family or friends there. So it's really nice to even just look out of the crowd and see like there are people out there. So that always makes me feel safer and calms me down.
That's because I love when people this is something that a lot of people do like people that I've worked with in theater and things like that. They're like, I don't want to look out in the audience because there's like, oh, someone will be like, oh, there's someone I'm seeing is out there, or there's a family member out there that I don't want them to, so it's that's always tricky. Have you ever been like
Mhm.
that where you're like, oh my God, that's somebody I'm seeing and I don't want them to like now the pressure's really, really on me, or there's a a producer who's out there, like is that something that you're like, I'll just try not to look out in the audience?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, no, I just even with my own like friends and stuff, I don't like to look them like right in the eyes because it will definitely like throw me off if some of them makes even like a little funny face or something. It will definitely just like throw me off. So I kind of try just to look blankly like out at everybody in general, but also no one at the same time. But yeah, totally. You don't want to get too looking into who's in there because that'll definitely, well, for me at least, like throw me off my game.
Yeah, it's tough though because you're like, I want to see who's out there, but like,
Hmm.
it's gonna completely ruin the whole performance if I see them out there and they're staring me down or something like that.
Yeah.
It's always kind of tricky, but and like I said, it's just knowing that those people are in your corner, you're almost like, I don't want to disappoint them in a weird way. Is that kind of a feeling that you'll get where uh it kind of sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud, but when you think about it, it's like in your mind, that's just how we operate. We just worry about letting people down. Is that something that you ever fear?
Yeah, totally. Too. Yeah, I guess on the other side of what I was saying about them being there, being kind of like a safety net too. Also, and on the other aspect, it's sometimes nice to not have anyone there because then, yeah, if you do mess up or it wasn't your best show or whatever, you don't, care as much about what those people think because you don't personally know them, in some ways. So yeah, definitely on the other side, there's that as well.
Yeah, always something. There's always something that's going to be in your
Yeah.
mind, and but it's just what can you do? It's like you can't shut your brain off sometimes.
Hmm.
How do you kind of go about that whenever your brain's like going like 50 miles an hour and it's just all these thoughts of what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? Like maybe it's not during a show, but maybe it's just the career in general. Like what if this,
Hmm.
like I'm trying to get booked someplace and I don't know if they're going to take me or whatever the case may be. Am I going to get paid for this? What kind of fears do you have going into whatever it is in show business?
Yeah, totally. I think, yeah, more on the career side, just obviously expecting to get a lot of no's and just not taking them personally. Because also that's just one person's opinion. It doesn't mean it's everyone's opinion, but definitely keep like putting myself out there and applying to different things. And then on stage, I feel like sometimes, yeah, my mind's going a million hours a minute, and then sometimes you're singing the song, but then you start actually thinking about something else, and then you're kind of like out of the moment. And you're not actually even thinking about the lyrics. They're just like coming out of your mouth somehow. So yeah, for that, I just really dial back in and like, hey, focus, focus, focus. Um, yeah, so I guess that kind of goes on into looking out at people because then all of a sudden you're not even thinking about what you're singing.
Oh, always,
Yeah.
and we just got to go along with the best we can. But
Hmm.
I mentioned, of course, your song "Rolling Dice," which that's one of your songs. That also,
Hmm.
guys, be sure to go check out all of our other songs. What's kind of the process like for you as an independent artist, producing the single? Like writing it, getting feedback and stuff like that, and then putting it out there. How do you? What's your process like?
Yeah, totally. So yeah, I work with a producer here out of 604 Records called Jared Minerva. Jared. So pretty much I come up with my own storyline and lyrics kind of like on my own roughly. And then like lots of times I'll bring them to him and we'll work on them together, kind of like massage them out. And then yeah, kind of get to recording the vocals and the production stage and all that good stuff. And then yeah, it just brings the song right to life.
And that's good. Like as a creator. there's
Hmm.
nothing more rewarding than when you see like people who are working hard for your vision. Like, how does that kind of feel for you? Like when you see like the producers who are working tirelessly for you
Hmm.
and getting your stuff out and giving you notes and things like that. Like, how does that make you feel as a creator? Like, I made it type thing.
Yeah, no, it's definitely really cool. It's really nice like to feel like your ideas are like valued by other industry professionals as well, not just by like friends or whatever. So that's definitely like a nice feeling, and also love getting feedback from them as well because obviously those are the industry people, so they know what's going on there.
When do you kind of know, like, so, like, if you're writing a song, how do you kind of know that, like, okay, I think this one's getting ready, this one's ready enough that I'm like, I think I'm ready to show this to people? Like, when do you kind of know when it's time? Like, you're writing a song over and over and over and over again, and then I'm like, okay, now it's time to send it off. When do you kind of feel it's ready? Like, after like how many drafts or whatever do you feel ready?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends with every different song, but I think for me, like when I know the song is finally hit, it is like when it's like stuck in my own head and I can't get it out of my own head, and like I'm kind of like personally like obsessed with it. I'm like, yeah, that's a that's the one.
Yeah, it's hard to choose because everyone has different processes with that where they're like, when do I know it's time to take it the next step further? Like that's something I'm always trying to figure out with different writing projects and things like that. It's when should I pull the trigger? When should I go to somebody and say, hey, I think it's time that we that I showcase my stuff.
Hmm.
Um, Talking a little bit about like anxiety and stuff like that again, whenever like you send your stuff off and like you're ready for, not just producers to listen to it and things like that, but then like, especially leading up to happy hour after you, which comes out tomorrow. What's your thought process with that where you're like, oh shit, here we go. Like it's coming out now. What are people going to say? Are people going to like it? Are they not? And how is this how does that kind of change your process or your view of the whole thing?
Yeah, I guess I honestly actually I don't even have anxiety about that aspect of it. I think I'm just pretty confident in like if I like it, then I like it, and that's kind of good enough for me. That's like all it needs to be for me to be like fulfilled is something that I'm putting out that like I'm proud of. But yeah, obviously kind of like I said before, like obviously not everyone's gonna like it, but hopefully a lot of people do like the song and resonate with it. So yeah, I think that's all you can hope for, that there is an audience there for the song that will love it.
I need your tips on how to, like, because I'm always stressing, are they going to like this? Are they going to like that? Not with like singing, but like with plays and things like that. I'm like, are they going to like
Mhm.
this? Are they going to like that? And, I'm like, yes, okay, I'm very proud of what I done here, but I'm just like stressing, are people going to like it? Are people going to like it? So, like, whatever you do, I need your advice on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's just hard to know which songs are going to do well and which songs aren't, because some of my favorite ones don't do as well as some of my ones that aren't my favorites. Then those tend to do the opposite of what I think they're going to do. So, yeah, you just never know, I guess, until the time comes.
You just got to trust your gut and
Yeah.
hope that people will like it. That's kind of, there's really
Hmm.
no other way to put it. Really, is that just people? You'll have people who will cheer. You'll have people that'll boo. Even like putting out podcasts and stuff like that out. Like, I'm sure I'll have like, oh God, hopefully this interview goes well, and hopefully people don't think I'm, awkward or this and that. Like, I'm always like analyzing and making sure that everything sounds correct, and it's always like like it's all leading up to this interview, maybe I'll be like, am I talking too much, am I this, am I that, but that just all kind of comes with the process as a creator.
Hmm.
But feel free to tell us a little bit about your latest single, Happy Hour After You, which is available tomorrow on all music platforms. Be sure to download that, guys. What can you tell us a little bit about that, what the song's about?
Yeah, so Happier After You is a feel-good breakup song, essentially about getting your spark back after that relationship ends and realizing now that you're out, you're having more fun on the other side of it. So it's kind of got that like carefree summer energy, going out with your friends, turning the music up loud, singing at the bar, and yeah, just not wasting your time like being heartbroken or hung up on someone who probably wasn't good for you anyways in the first place. So yeah, it's like a bold, upbeat song, and yeah, hopefully people love it and resonate with it. And yeah, it's a song to like sing with your friends, blast with the windows down in the summer. Um, yeah.
Those are the best like Taylor Swift songs. Like the
Hmm.
anytime someone brings up a break or mentions breakup song, they're like, "Oh, like Taylor Swift." It's like, well, she didn't create breakup songs. It's just that's
True.
she just does a great job with it. Do you have any like influences that have really influenced you along your way as a musician?
Yeah, like artist wise, like growing up, like big influences for me were for sure like Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert, Sugarland, Reba, those kind of big names from like that generation. Yeah, is who I really looked up to.
This episode of the Corcoran Entertainment Show is brought to you by Holy Hydrogen. Okay, guys, let's be real. We all try our best to stay hydrated, right? But not all water is created equal. That's where Holy Hydrogen comes in. They've got this awesome device called the Lourdes Hydrofix Premium Edition, and it takes clean water to the next level by infusing it with molecular energy. That means you're not just drinking water, you're giving your body extra support with every sip, better energy, less inflammation, and a real boost to your immune system. So try the Lourdes Hydrofix Premium Edition today by going to shop.holyhydrogen.com/Corcoran and use the promo code Corcoran for $100 off your purchase. Again, that's shop.holyhydrogen.com/Corcoran and use the promo code Corcoran at checkout. Stay hydrated and stay healthy. The Corcoran Entertainment Show is brought to you by Podmatch. When I first started this podcast, one of the biggest challenges I was faced was simply finding the right guest. I'd spend hours scrolling through social media, sending cold emails, trying to track down people who actually shared similar interests and aligned with the vision of my show. It was exhausting, time-consuming, and honestly, kind of felt like a guessing game. That is why I wish I had discovered Podmatch sooner. It is the ultimate platform built to connect podcast hosts with prospective guests effortlessly. Instead of wasting your days hunting for the right fit, Podmatch uses an intelligent, automated matching system and pairs you directly with like-minded creators and experts tailored specifically to your niche. Whether you're a podcaster looking to elevate your show to new heights, or you're a guest hoping to share your expertise with a broader audience, Podmatch completely simplifies the entire process. If you're ready to save time and grow your brand, head over to www.joinpodmatch.com/Corcoran Entertainment and sign up today for only $6 a month. That's right, you heard me right. $6 a month to join the Podmatch family and never struggle to find the perfect guest ever again. Thank you for tuning in to the show and happy podcasting. Yeah, like yeah, like I mean, and it's even so great now to see all the people out there now. Like there's stars who are getting so big now, and
Hmm.
same deal. Those were their influences. Carrie Underwood and Taylor Swift and things like that. And like Ella Langley is blowing up. Like that's another big star that's coming up. And it's always just so nice to see. And then Carly Kryski, of course, is also another rising star, which I'm very happy to see all the success that is continuing to come your way. What can you tell us about any upcoming shows and tours and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I have like a few things lined up for this summer. Yeah, just the other weekend I was doing a rodeo here in Vancouver, and then I'll be off in a few weeks to Toronto, have a few shows booked and lined up there. And then yeah, just doing a few other more local shows here and around Vancouver throughout the summer. So looking forward to all that. And yeah, hopefully booking more and getting out there more.
Do you have any like dream spots that you would love to perform? Like this is in my career, like if I can perform here, then my career can end happily. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I want to make sure I come here before my time is up. Is there one spot that comes to mind?
Yeah, totally. I think yeah, probably lots of artists probably say like the Grand Ole Opry for sure would probably be that spot.
Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, yes. That's actually I should have known that. That's literally like every artist who talks about that, like places they want to
Yeah.
perform. It's always Grand Ole Opry or what's the one they always say they want to record a song. What's the one um oh that's like it's like the Beatles and all them Abbey Road. Like that's
Okay,
one that
yeah.
people always say they want to record a song there or anything like that. Um kind of looking at your, because as I mentioned, you've had amazing success coming up as a country artist, and it just makes me happy to see, people that, independent ones, especially too, because it is very, very difficult. It's
Hmm.
difficult enough for, someone who's signed onto a label, but like, having someone who's independent and they're finding great success. Is there still one kind of goal? Like, do you kind of set goals when it comes to your music career, or because things are so up and down, it's so unpredictable? Do you ever set goals of like, I want to have this done by a certain age? Like by the time I'm 30 or by the time I'm 40, I want to have this and that. Do you find yourself doing that, or do you kind of just trust the process?
No, that's a good question. I should really be doing that. But I don't I don't actually have any like set goals. I kind of just yeah, go with the flow, go with the process. And I find like, each opportunity kind of opens other doors that you weren't planning to be open per se. So yeah, just taking every opportunity as it goes and yeah, grateful for all that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, I really should also get down to making some goals too at some point.
I feel like that would drive you nuts though too, because then if you don't reach
Yeah.
that goal, like, okay, I'm gonna be signed to a label by the time by I don't know, I'm just gonna throw out a random date by July 1st,
Hmm.
2026. So then if it doesn't come, it's like, okay, it's still coming, like the process is there, but it's just not there yet. So
Hmm.
that's always difficult. It's like whenever they set due dates for someone who's having a kid, and it's like, okay, now it's
Yeah.
like a week later and I'm still pregnant. It's like, does that mean you failed? No, it just means the kid's being stubborn is all it is. So that's always just what it is. You kind of just got to trust the process and
Hmm.
hope for the best. But looking back on your career and stuff like that so far, I mean, like, you're really just getting started. What
Hmm.
can you tell anybody out there? Because a lot of people who listen to this, they're aspiring artists. They want to get into the industry in some way, shape, or form. What would you kind of say to them, like through your experiences? What's kind of one thing that you learned that you would like to bestow upon someone listening who's might be struggling, or they want to join the industry but they don't know where to start? Like, what would you say to them?
Yeah, totally. I think like definitely having a lot of patience because yeah, stuff really doesn't happen overnight. I found at least for me, it takes a lot of like time and commitment and perseverance and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, just continuously, try to be writing, try to be putting new songs out there. And yeah, just taking each kind of even if it's like a small new opportunity or small win, to celebrate those because it's all kind of heading into the right direction, like all the stepping stones, eventually will all add up and come together. So yeah, it's definitely what I would say. Also, kind of what I said earlier before is you just can't take everything personally. If someone doesn't like your song and says no, that doesn't mean everyone's gonna feel that way. And that's just, yeah, their opinion. So yeah, don't take it personally. Just kind of put the music out that you want to put out. And then yeah, eventually, hopefully things will come together.
Yeah, like we always talk on the show about, people always want to mimic others' journeys. They want to go, oh,
Hmm.
I want to go the route that, I don't know who's like Taylor Swift. I want to go Taylor Swift's route and do what she did, or I want to go and do what, some other country singers had done, or like how you said Carrie Underwood's a big influence for you. I want to follow
Hmm.
her journey verbatim. It's like, okay, you could try, but you really but you want people to be able to go back and look like, okay, Carly Kryski was my influence. Like that's something that I'm sure that's going to come to you, yeah, if it hasn't already. I'm sure. But so happy hour after you. Be sure, guys, that's everywhere you listen to your music. Go be sure to download that tomorrow. Carly, thank you so much for taking the time to come on. Where can people find you on social media and all that?
Yeah, I have a website. It's just carlykrisky.com. And then also can find me on social media like Instagram. Also, same thing, just my name, Carly Krisky. Yeah, so that's where they can find me. And then also across all streaming platforms, I'll have all my songs on there too.
Awesome. So big congratulations to you for all that you've done, and very happy to see how it's been coming together, and just best of luck really in everything that you continue to do, because I mean, you got lots of shows coming up and you'll have more singles coming up, and just very to see where it goes from here. So thank you very much for taking the time to come on.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. My pleasure. So, guys, thank you all for listening to the Cork and Entertainment Show today. We'll see you guys in the next episode. But until then, this is Frankie and Carly Kryski signing off. Have a great one.